This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Fatal accident in Eastern Highlands Province. Police actions labelled as unlawful. And churches invited to Pope's visit. A very good evening. This is National Emtv News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. Police reported 4 fatally injured and 7 dead following a car accident that took place along the Highlands Highway in the Eastern Highlands Province this morning. Investigations into this are ongoing.
The tragic incident occurred along the Kasampa section of the highway that saw images of the accident being circulated on social media. The Yonki Traffic and Highway Patrol Unit were on the ground since earlier this morning to assess and secure the scene of the accident. 4 were found seriously injured and are currently receiving medical attention at the EBC Health Centre, located along the road in Yonki. According to sources on the ground, there has been 7 deaths, including 2 children. The PMV bus was travelling from Mount Hagen to Leh with loads of vegetable bags and a few passengers, including children and adults. As investigations continue, police are yet to confirm the total number of passengers on the PMV at the time of the accident, the cause of the accident, and the total number of deaths. Eastern Highlands Provincial Police Commander Superintendent Michael Welly said a major incident report is yet to be provided to him by officers on the ground. Natasha Voy, National Emtv News.
The road linking the third city of the country, Mount Hagen, has been undergoing a major upgrade, completely changing the face of the city. This significant upgrade is being carried out by the China Harbour Engineering Company under the Connect PNG program, which was launched late last year.
The work commenced last month, starting from Togoba and moving into the vicinity of the city just recently. This road upgrade is expected to benefit all the business houses in the province. Provincial member Wairapa further revealed the areas that will undergo upgrades.
The ceiling of the Hagen City Road, and then it's gonna extend. Ramba Road is going Newtown, Biapri is going that way. The ceiling road is going up Rondon. The ceiling road will go Holy Trinity, and that way, ceiling road up from Ogulbang to Miliban to Togoba, and then followed by other roads. From Tambul, Gear Road, 7 kilometers is sealed now, starting now. The Point Road from Quip to Bagapena, it's in the pipeline. And there's a lot of plans, there's a lot of business houses already left Port Moresby, and there are investments coming into Western Highlands Province.
This project was launched last year by the Prime Minister, Provincial Member Wairapa, Hagen Open MP William Duma, and Works and Highways Minister Solen Mirsim at a cost of 268 million kina under the Connect PNG program. Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News, Mount Hagen.
The Asia-Pacific Mediation Forum conference held at APEC House continued its insightful sessions on the second day. The conference, marking its 10th edition, featured a range of discussions and presentations focusing on mediation and environmental conservation.
A standout session on the second day addressed policing and enforcing environmental rule of law through the use of technology and mediation. Dr. Antonio Belanga, a police inspector from Valencia, Spain, was among the key presenters. His presentation focused on the role of police mediation in enhancing environmental law enforcement from European experience, showcasing innovative approaches and technological integration in policing practices.
More or less 1.5 million inhabitants. But we have our call center. This is the key. When something happens, as citizens, they call the police and say, I have a problem, I want to talk with my police. And he says the name, I want to talk with Antonio, I want to talk with, and we have 1.5 million inhabitants. But the people in the neighborhood knows the name of the police officer.
Because this law requires, in the first instance, to resolve the noise conflict, we are talking about neighborhood conflicts, be resolved through police mediation prior to any other actions. Of course, living condition, living environment, next we will present some practical examples and how we can apply police mediation, the application to scenarios. And of course, criminal mediation and police mediation.
The discussants highlighted the growing importance of mediation and technology in addressing environmental issues, reflecting a broader commitment to sustainable practices and effective legal frameworks.
So in this case, you must go to the court, to the judge. If you make a mediation agreement, police mediation, it's compulsory, but it's mandatory, the same. And imagine one of the parts broke the deal, you can go to the court and say, I have an agreement with the police, please, I want to do the enforcement. That's all.
James Guken, National Emtv News.
Papal Visit General Coordinator Father Lawrence Arokiaraj gave updates of the preparations towards the arrival of Pope Francis 17 days from now. He said the preparations are progressing smoothly and on schedule.
Papal Visit General Coordinator Father Lawrence Arokiaraj provided an update today in a press conference on the preparations for the visit of Pope Francis. Speaking to reporters, Father Lawrence assured that preparations are progressing well.
So far things are going well. We have continuous meeting with the government, especially with the Honorable Justin Chachingo. Even last week Sunday we had meeting from 3 o'clock to 5:30. So also there another event which is going to take place in Vanimo. We are organizing a military barge to take the necessary things like a car of the Pope and the fuel, because Vanimo is restricted with the fuel system. So the government is organizing to get a barge to reach in Vanimo in preparation for the papal visit. So the boat in Mosby and Vanimo, already things are from the government side allocated to the contractors. They are already actually in St. John Guy Stadium. They already started the work.
Father Lawrence revealed that dioceses from nearby provinces will also be invited to participate in the celebrations in Port Moresby.
So we have given chance for them, for each diocese, 100 participants to come. So we don't want this event to be only for people attending in Moresby, also give a chance to everyone to come.
Regarding the access to the main arena where the Pope's event will take place, Father Lawrence explained that attendees will require proper accreditation.
So for the common public, we have wristband to enter the stadium for the Mass and also for the youth program. VIP, we have the same wristband but different color coding. So I will tell you later. So we don't want to have a confusion. So then VVIP, we have passes. From the government side, they have invitation letter.
He said all participants must go through an accreditation process. This will help manage the crowd and ensure that everyone has a smooth experience. Louis Mango, National Emtv News.
Meanwhile, His Eminence John Cardinal Ribot, Bishop of the Archdiocese of Port Moresby, announced today that all Christian denominations in Papua New Guinea are warmly invited to participate in the upcoming celebrations during Pope Francis' visit next month.
Sir John Cardinal Ribot emphasized the inclusive nature of the event, stating that the visit represents a significant moment for the entire Christian community in the country.
The church is always seen and known as the Mother Church. And that's what it is. So we are happy to be able to, for him to come and visit all of us, not only Catholics, but all of us, Christians. And not only Christians, but also interfaith religions. And we have that also. And we have also a dialogue with the Muslims and with all other churches, Christians, but also other churches also. We have that kind of gathering with them also. Not Christians, but we call interfaith dialogue because of the differences. Some Christians, some not Christians.
President of Catholic Bishop Conference, Most Reverend Bishop Otto Sapari, said despite the differences, faith unites us.
But that we are about 800 different languages and cultures in our country, but the faith unites us. Different culture, different language, different background. The important thing is the faith unites us as one nation, one people, one country, and one region, Oceania.
He also extended the invitation to other churches.
I will also invite, and on behalf of all the Catholic bishops of PNG Solomon Islands and the Cardinal with us, all the Christians are welcome to come. The revivals, the Methodists, the Gospel Lighthouse, all kinds of faith we have, Baha'is, all of us must come because we believe in one Lord Jesus.
Louis Maingu, National Emtv News.
National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
Power Energy Drink. Feel the power.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024 Top 8 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Mount Hagen City Authority has presented its 2023 annual report to the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs in Port Moresby recently. The report was received by Deputy Secretary responsible for Provincial Local Level Service Monitoring Authority, James Agigo, and Acting Director for Performance Monitoring and Coordination, Herman Mirio, on behalf of Secretary Philip Leo.
During the presentation, the Deputy Secretary for Provincial and Local Level Government Service Monitoring Authority, James Agigo, emphasized the ongoing reforms supported by DPLGA, particularly in service delivery and the review of service delivery functions, which extends to the new financing arrangements. The Acting Director for Performance Monitoring and Coordination for DPLGA, Mr. Herman Mirio, said the current city authority arrangements is important in enhancing service delivery arrangements. Mount Hagen City Authority Chief Executive Officer Leonoki expressed confidence that the authority arrangements would ultimately improve efficiency in service delivery but need further improvements in certain areas to function as intended. Meanwhile, Secretary for DPLGA, Mr. Philip Leo, is urging provincial administrators who are yet to submit their 2023 annual provincial performance report to DPLGA to do so as the deadline has lapsed. He said out of the 20 provinces subjected to the organic law on the provincial and local level government requirements, only 4 have submitted their reports. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
A man was sentenced today by the National Court of Justice in Waigani to 16 years imprisonment and hard labor for manslaughter. The defendant, Onda Nurum, was found guilty of hitting the head of the deceased with a piece of wood, causing internal injuries and subsequently leading to death.
Onda Nurum, a first-time offender from Western Highlands Province, has been sentenced for the manslaughter of Emmanuel Peter after pleading guilty to the indictment under Section 302 of the Penal Code. This section defines manslaughter as the unlawful killing of another person that does not qualify as willful murder, murder or infanticide. According to reports, the incident occurred on November 13, 2022, between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. at the X238 church in Tete Settlement, Gerehu, in the nation's capital. The deceased, who was intoxicated with alcohol, caused disturbance at the church. Onda Nurum and another individual, Stewart Lass, attempted to remove the deceased from the premises. During this effort, Mr. Lass slapped the deceased. Later that evening, the deceased attacked Mr. Lass with a bush knife as he was leaving the church. In response to Mr. Lass's cry for help, Nurum intervened by hitting the deceased on the head with a piece of wood. The injuries sustained led to the deceased's death on November 19, 2022. Justice Nicholas Miviri delivered the sentence, taking into account the time Nurum has already spent on remand. James Guken, National MTV News.
The 2024 Young Mind Saving Campaign in Milenbe Province concluded with visits to 6 schools in Alotau. This is one of the objectives outlined in the MOU signed between the Center for Financial Excellence and Inclusion and the Milenbe Provincial Government.
The campaign is one of the key ticket items to be implemented under the 3-year MOU signed between the two parties that is expected to end in 2027. Schools visited included Alotau Primary, Cameron Secondary, and Goilanai Primary. The Center for Excellence in Financial Inclusion, the Bank of Papua New Guinea, Securities Commission of PNG, along with the Milimbe provincial government and financial institutions like MiBank, Women's Microbank, BSP and TISA, visited the respective schools from August 7 to the 9th. The activities included awareness on savings, question and answer sessions, followed by opening of bank accounts. Over 100 savings accounts for students were opened with follow-up visits to the banks to continue for the respective schools. With the campaign being a first of its kind in the province, students stated that the event helped them understand the importance of saving up for the future. Natasha Voy, National, MTV News.
A delegation from Papua New Guinea, led by the International Trade and Investment Minister Richard Maru, Labour Minister Kesi Sawang, Medang Provincial Member Ramzi Pariwa, and others recently visited Indonesia's flagship Special Economic Zone, JIIPE. The visit was aimed to explore Indonesia's successful SEZ model established by President Joko Widodo in 2021 to drive industrial growth.
Java Integrated Industrial and Port Estate, renowned for its advanced infrastructure, including multimodal transport, deep seaport, and comprehensive utility services, currently hosts over 17 tenants, such as Bank of Indonesia and PT Freeport Indonesia. The delegation, which also met with PT Freeport Indonesia representatives, were impressed by the Special Economic Zone's capabilities. Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso highlighted the relevance of Indonesia's Special Economic Zone experience for PNG's own development plans in Medang and Leh. He noted the similarities between Indonesia's model and PNG's objectives for its Special Economic Zones, particularly in resource processing and job creation. Minister Maru emphasized the alignment of Indonesia's Special Economic Zone strategies, expressing eagerness to apply these insights to enhance PNG's Special Economic Zone initiatives, particularly in fisheries, nickel, and mining sectors. The delegation praised Indonesia's willingness to support PNG's development efforts. James Gukan, National MTV News.
The people of Ferguson Island of Esala district in the Milimbe province had the opportunity to go through a 2-week training program in vanilla cultivation and processing. The program was delivered by the EU Strait PNG. This is to show support to the Department of Agriculture and Livestock has towards local farmers.
The training was an initiative to focus on advanced and efficient techniques in vanilla cultivation and processing. This has been made possible through the collaboration efforts and support of local authorities, stakeholders and farming groups in Ferguson Island of Esala district in the Milimbe province. By facilitating the transfer of knowledge and expertise from the EU Strait PNG program to Milimbe farmers, the Department of Agriculture and Livestock is investing in the long-term development and sustainability of the vanilla sector. The training led by the EU Strait PNG program's vanilla production team covered a comprehensive range of topics from cultivation and husbandry to harvesting and post-harvest processing. While the EU Strait PNG program's focus and mandate remain on the Sepik region, the collaboration facilitated by the support of the national and local stakeholders demonstrates the potential for extending its expertise to other areas of the country. The Department of Agriculture and Livestock extends its gratitude to the EU Strait PNG for its invaluable support and to the local authorities and communities for their commitment to enhancing the agricultural capabilities of Milimbe farmers. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nesfund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2573 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2498 US dollars, 0.3679 Australian dollars, 0.2176 euro, 36.28 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York closed, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
We are your total advertising provider. We are your trusted classifieds provider in PNG, providing print directory services to our customers since the inception of Telecom PNG in this country. Our customers are our assets. To give more value to our customers, we are now introducing the online classifieds, which covers both yellow and white pages. Get your business online now. It provides easy, accessible and convenient service to all your customers. For all your advertising needs, call 325-8344 or email sales@yellowpages.com.pg. Yellow Pages, your total advertising provider for all your advertising needs.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
We have been very vocal about early childhood education, and our policy employs that department. In 2020, they launched early childhood education policy.
Join us Monday night at 7 for a special 1-hour episode of In Focus on the topic of childhood education and literacy in Papua New Guinea.
Now what we are doing is standard-based education, meaning also now we are doing everything is standard-based now. For example, primary now is now standard.
SBC I am 2 weeks. Na imi wala ni wana until SBC. 2 weeks I'm not time. Because of this background now, be background. Maybe that time like you see through this SBC can.
That's on Monday night. You're watching National MTV News. The Port Moresby Business College has deemed the conduct of police that entered the college premises last week, Friday, as unlawful. This follows a commotion that transpired between police officers and the students at the college.
The commotion transpired around 1:30 p.m. on Friday last week when police officers who were carrying out awareness on the Arimtok operation in front of the college gate approached a male student who was heading into the college premises out of suspicion that he had recorded them. According to the student, he had not recorded the police officers. However, the student was then asked to get into the police vehicle after a police officer had gone through his phone and found no recordings of them. The student recollected that when he had refused to get into the vehicle, the officer punched him in his face. Willie Appa, a student, also was physically attacked while trying to defend his friend by a backup police force that was called over. He said the school was surrounded by more than 10 backup police vehicles that forcefully entered the college, throwing tear gases and firing gunshots at the students who helplessly ran to the staff residential areas seeking safety. The two student victims were forcefully shoved into the police vehicle and were taken to 7 Mile Cybercrime Office, where they were detained till 8 p.m.
And then from 8 o'clock, they transferred us to 6 Mile cell block, and they locked us up without any arrest. We were locked up in the jail, the cell block. They just write a report. Well, it was one-sided. We did not give the opinion, but they just got our name and they write everything down. From there, we stayed at 6 Mile till 8 o'clock till 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning.
The two students were officially arrested at 3 a.m. Saturday morning with obstruction of police duty and were transferred to Boroko Police Station, where they were bailed out at 3:55 p.m. in the afternoon by their Deputy Principal Administration. Among the victims of the slammed brutality was the Pom Biscol SRC president, who was physically attacked with a baseball bat on his head while trying to de-escalate the situation. His belongings and 250 kina was taken while lying unconscious on the ground.
So I was surrounded by 10 policemen, and they started to punch me. You are the president. This is how you control a student in this institution. Without hesitation, they got up and punched me. And I just tried to defend myself. The backup cops were rushing. So they were just shouted and said, "Kill that man. He's the only one. That president is the responsible of that. Kill him."
A senior lecturer at the college said an officer in civilian jumped over the gate with a bush knife and cut open the gate padlock, leaving the gate wide open for the backup to enter.
Incident that happened outside the gate, it then involves only 3 students out there, and not the majority of the students. All the students were inside the fence. And someone jumped over. It was a forceful jumped over the fence and cut off the padlock.
According to the college administration, the students' progress test scheduled for this week has been deferred to next week due to this unlawful incident. The SRC president said few students have sustained bullet injuries, while tear gases thrown in by the officers have severely affected asthmatic students. The college will file a formal complaint following instructions from the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. Malinta Yopolo, National Emtv News.
Following a report by one of the dailies on Port Moresby Business College students joining street vendors in a mob attack on police officers yesterday, the administration of the college is urging the media to report factual information.
The last conclusion to the media team is that when such of nature, I wish you need to get the facts right before you post it or publish it in the media. Not from someone else, you just get it and then for the sake of something. There are others who want to, gain points by saying something. The lie always goes faster than the truth. That is the conclusion that I have to make. Thank you.
Governor for Oro Province, Gary Jufa, noted ongoing projects within the province. The governor highlighted development projects in business, health and education sectors, among others.
Governor Jufa noted that a priority for the province are the essential infrastructures.
The infrastructure needed, one of which is the Provincial Disaster Management Center. This is a long outstanding project. We have finally approved it, financed it, and now it is ready to be launched.
The governor further added,
We intend to build a police barracks for new recruits, and we are looking at a township to be built in the Girua area, and it's in its very early stages of planning at this stage.
Mr. Jufa noted that the health sector was also given priority.
The PHA has been doing very well. Our CEO and his board, I have to commend them, have been doing a magnificent job at rebuilding the old health centers and district hospitals that have been dilapidated. Some have been shut down. We are now rebuilding them and reopening them. We are waiting for approval from the National Department of Health so that we can engage health workers to fill these positions so that we can put them in these health centers and districts that district hospitals that have been shut down for more than 20 years, etc. So, slowly we are getting there. There's areas that we could do more, but it all comes down to funding.
He went on to mention achievements in the business sector.
We're very excited about our Northern Province Resource Limited, which is our business arm. It's now functioning, fully up and running, and we will be using it as a vehicle to invest in all our development projects in Oro Province. We have nickel, gas, copper, oil projects that are in the pipeline, and our development vehicle for that is the Northern Province Resource Limited. I work very well with my open members. I'm quite happy with how they're progressing. They're doing very well out there in the province.
Noting this, the governor highlights that he welcomes feedback from his people as this is communication for progress. Natasha Voy, National, Emtv News.
Newmont has relaunched an innovative anti-violence flagship program called Trupla Mary Trupla Man to promote happy, safe homes and productive working environment.
The anti-violence program, Trupla Mary Trupla Man, was developed at Lihir Gold Mining Operation in 2018 and has now been revived with a refreshed vision, logo and strategy to drive positive and equal participation as well as respectful and inclusive behaviors. Through this program, Lihir employees and contractors will be empowered with training, awareness sessions, and resources to help them display and maintain positive behaviors, recognize, report, and resolve issues related to violence, harassment, and bullying. Managing Director Alwin Preterius said Newmont recognizes that happy and healthy personal life leads to productive and successful work life. They relaunched to Lihir Operation and PNG Business Unit. Lihir's General Manager Brian Benny encouraged the Lihir's workforce to work together to embrace the program. James Guken, National Emtv News.
Surrounding communities in Barawage, Simbu Province have been urged to look after students attending the Don Bosco Technical School. Former Karawage member Camillus Dangma made this statement recently at the school's cultural show.
The surrounding community is privileged to have such an institution that facilitates all students coming from far and wide across the country. These were the words from the former member. He further called on the locals not to interfere with the school.
No can come to interfere with this place. You know can come inside na terrorizing old man liyao. You know can come na making about na threatening all about. You must respect them all. You look at all Islam mangi ka all demonstrate istabia all clearly am so emotion. Fladi mangi all come all grab lo pa wanigini. You privilege lo looking all Islam mangi. All two only got place na. All got pama mama na line no place all two. Time only go back. All by Karam namely you go back.
He urged the locals to look after the students as this will encourage the students to share positive stories that will attract more students to attend the institution.
Look out them all, make sure them all must feel the place all around. Learning conditions for yellow school by good well all. So time will go out and go on our Lo school will let him here. But lo person. Now we look at the man and by come to you or community. So this is by promoting you me by Mugor Sad Logan, one of Yugolo country, all Islam Mangi by Gotogumolan Bolosam, this line Loyal good line. Not time one block you go, put on some block, you go. You by meeting one ball Islam Mangi or line goal.
Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News, Mount Hagen.
Ella Motors have donated a Toyota bus to the Cancer Foundation to recognize the job that the Cancer Foundation is doing in the country. The presentation was done by the Chief Executive Officer, Masaru Mikami, at the Ella Motors showroom at Waigani this morning.
The bus was presented to the Cancer Foundation team led by the PNG Cancer Foundation Executive Manager, Kimberly Kapigeno. The Chief Executive Officer for Ella Motors, Masaru Mikami, said Ella Motors has recognized the work Cancer Foundation does in PNG to educate the people on cancer.
Ella Motors would like to donate to the highest bus like this to assist them reach further. We see that it is important and vital that this information reaches communities.
Mr. Mikami said the bus will now help to make transportation easier for the team to go around to do their awareness.
This aims to produce happiness for the future society through transportation by developing the current business and building new business as well that supports safe and reassuring movement for both people and goods.
The executive manager for Cancer Foundation, Ms. Kapigeno, thanked Ella Motors for the great support towards the Cancer Foundation. The Papua New Guinea Cancer Foundation is a non-government organization formed to improve the coordination of cancer education across Papua New Guinea, as mandated by the Papua New Guinea National Department of Health to focus on public health as the first pillar of the cancer control continuum. The Papua New Guinea Cancer Foundation was formed in April 2014. The Cancer Foundation has a total of 14 offices in different provinces. The Papua New Guinea Cancer Foundation aims to control cancer in PNG through cancer awareness programs, supporting cancer research, providing cancer information to the public, and working with other stakeholders towards reaching the same goal. Samantha Solomon, National Emtv News.
The Climate Change and Development Authority and the Conservation and Environmental Protection Authority will host a workshop on the 21st to the 22nd of August at the Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby. The workshop is expected to provide clear guidance on the joint objectives and content of the proposed National Blue Carbon Policy Roadmap. Blue carbon ecosystems are oceanic carbon sinks, crucial in climate change mitigation. This includes mangroves, seagrasses, and tidal marshes. National Emtv News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, True inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Emtv presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024 Top 8. Airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, Emtv.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. PNG Olympic Committee President Emma YY has commended the PNG athletes for their dedication and hard work put in the 2024 Paris Olympic Games.
In an interview with Trukai Sports, PNG Olympic Committee President Emma YY congratulated the ambassadors who represented Papua New Guinea in the world stage. YY also expressed gratitude to the team chef de mission, Ryan Pinney, and the management team for their tireless efforts.
Not only represents our country, but the very spirit of Olympism, a spirit that transcends the Olympic Games themselves. Olympism is about embodying values of excellence, respect, friendship, and extending these ideals to inspire and uplift communities around the globe. It places sport at the service of humankind. And it's about the journey of preparation and the profound impact that sport can have on a society. Let us remember that the Olympic movement is a celebration of human potential, the ideal and promotion of universal peace among the nations.
She also acknowledged the PNG Sports Foundation through its High Performance Sport Unit, who continue to provide sports science and sports medicine support towards Team PNG athletes, and also all the support from corporate sponsors.
The funding for Team PNG's travel and participation in the Paris Olympic Games primarily comes from the generous contributions of the International Olympic Committee and the PNG Olympic Committee through sponsors and from funds raised through events such as the annual Prime Minister's Corporate Golf Challenge and the Trukai Fun Run. Support from these areas have made it possible for our athletes and officials to travel, compete and raise our nation's colors on the international sporting arena. We are immensely grateful for the support from the IOC and other organizations that contribute to our athletes' development.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The pride of PNG, the SB Hunters, secured a spot in the top 8 of the 2024 Host Plus Cup after an impressive 2 consecutive wins.
The 2 wins against Seagulls and Tigers have pushed the Hunters up to 5th placing in the round 22 of the season, marking significant achievement in their campaign. This milestone is a testament to the team's spirit, determination and discipline throughout the season. The Hunters, known for their aggressive and fast-paced style, have consistently challenged their opponents, turning heads with impressive performances against more established teams. Under the guidance of coach Paul Aiton, the Hunters have shown remarkable improvement in the game, particularly in defense and set plays. Key players have stepped up in crucial moments, delivering match-winning performances that have kept the team's final hopes alive. This top 8 finish not only highlights the Hunters' growth as a tough side in the competition, but also brings pride to the fans and supporters back home in Papua New Guinea. With this achievement, the Hunters are now ready to take on the finals with renewed spirit, aiming to advance further in the competition. The Hunters will take on the Western Clydesdale at the National Football Stadium this Saturday. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The PNG Open 2024 golf competition ended on a high note over the weekend.
Out of the 108 contestants, William Bryce made his way up to claim the title for this year. In an interview, Bryce said it wasn't his best play but managed to pull through.
Feels amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you. What an experience. Today was an up and down day. Didn't play my best golf, but I got it around, and at the end of the day it ended up working out for me, but absolute experience today. I wasn't competitive most of the day, and then I slowly kind of pushed my way in. Knowing that I had a couple of chances coming home, I just put my head down, grounded out, and I found myself in positions to actually get across the line. And I found myself there and I got it done, and that's all I can say. It's still a bit of a blur at the moment.
Bryce said this was his second appearance, finishing 10th last year. He further said he is happy and is looking forward for the next competition.
It was more of a mental improvement. I physically have been working a bit more out in the gym, but mentally on course I'm a little bit more solid. I've been going stride to stride even with bad shots, and that was the difference this year, for sure. I got sick during the middle, so I've been battling that, trying to hydrate, trying to get my body feeling good. I knew my mind and how I was playing was good, so I just had to get my body feeling way better, which I ended up doing the last couple of days, which is good.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
This year's competition's a step up from last year.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, we take a look at the PNG Golf Open 2024. We check out the welcome reception for our Team PNG from the Paris Olympics.
We're looking forward to the Pacific Cup.
And we talk about the POM AFL season as it comes to a close. Sports Scene, this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, Emtv.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, a top NRL official has defended a controversial refereeing decision after Newcastle coach Adam O'Brien unleashed on the league.
O'Brien's Knights lost to the Sharks in a Golden Point thriller. They had been leading when halfback Phoenix Crossland was sent to the sin bin right on half-time for allegedly deliberately killing the play. The game's head of football elite competitions, Graham Annesley, says the decision was 100% correct. Meanwhile, in the women's, Parramatta has held off a fast-finishing Tigers to win last night's match 12-10. The Eels have now won 3 of their first 4 games.
Meanwhile, in the AFL, Port Adelaide midfielder Dan Houston is set to find out tonight what penalty he will receive for a high bump during Saturday night's showdown.
Houston crashed into Isaac Rankin, knocking the Adelaide forward out of the game and was referred straight to the tribunal. Meanwhile, over at Hawthorn, Will Day has been ruled out of this weekend's clash with North Melbourne after partially dislocating his collarbone against Richmond on Sunday. Day will meet another specialist today to see if he can play if the Hawks make the finals.
That ends True Kai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Kai. True Kai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Emtv presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024 Top 8. Airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, Emtv.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City mostly fine, partly cloudy. Popondetta partly cloudy with a shower or two. To the Momase region, Ley City cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau partly cloudy with a shower or two. Buka mostly fine, partly cloudy. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with chances of brief showers and drizzles. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg cloudy with some rain showers with possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 20th of August, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush, brush. Everybody listen up, up, up. Everybody now brush, brush, brush.
Coming up next. 7 p.m. House and Home, 7:30 p.m. Offsiders, 8 p.m. Talk PC News Headlines, followed by